Hi guys, we're back! Slang princesses again, yay. Actually, now that I think about it, we've kind of sucked at our job, haven't we? Because we made one fold in on herself, one of them decapitated us, and then one we merged with? Revolution.
You make your way up the short path to the cap. We're not going to go through. Ignore.
Yep. Already seen this dialogue? So, what haven't we tried?
Almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
We could just not take the knife.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Right. Let's not take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Oh.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
That's fair.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Yeah.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, she doesn't seem...
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I've already forgotten it.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Fair. I think I'm here to slay you.
must have the wrong address.
Valid, let's turn around and leave then.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Are her eyes bigger?
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Seems like she has bigger eyes than with, aggressive.
I'm begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Right.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
How the hell would I do that? I'm a bird. Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Why? She sounds
You can
disappointed.
address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Huh?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
That's canon now. To be fair, in the subtitles for the, what was the third act after the ghost again? The princess and the dragon? Yeah. Her subtitles did just say princess, so there is a decent chance that that's just her name. Is princess your name? Ooh. She's embarrassed.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Right.
Okay, that's weird.
Like, I'm Toast.
She hadn't even thought make a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs.
It wouldn't be that hard to just make one up, though. My name's Angelina. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating? Or drinking? That's a valid question.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
But it's a good question.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
But it's valid.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Right. She is flesh. As evidenced by the fact that we can stab her, she can cut her arm off, she can decapitate herself. I was gonna say she can mesh into whatever the hell the pug-like princess was, but that's not really... That's not an option, is it? I can't mesh with my siblings to... They need to find under me. If I do that, I can meld into a creature. I could be noble, or it's just... Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Please.
Only making this more difficult.
For the love of gods. I've regretted every other choice I've made up to this point. Actually, not every choice. I think that we handled the end of the Princess and the Dragon rather well.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
So I have no regrets about that.
You're making a huge mistake.
Are we?
No, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Oh.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Big heavy chains.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Yeah.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Let's check the cabin! I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe he's still on ransom up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Yeah.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh, so we can't even go get the knife?
Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here!
Pleas are met with silence.
I'm locking it!
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Let's try the door.
Try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Damn, I guess we're stuck with the princess.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Oh yeah, because that's a good idea. Valid.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
What, the mess of... Oh, okay, look at this princess. She's trapped. Let's make her not.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Ooh.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
There.
She barely hesitated,
Whoa!
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
What? Can we stop? Okay.
From upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
Based.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's save the princess, because killing her has only ended badly.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place
Actually,
the blade against the ragged,
wait, no,
self-inflicted
saving
wound
her
on the
has
princess's arm,
also
which
only
is
ended
the
badly.
unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her
She
arm.
has a little red on her mouth. Look at that.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Ah,
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
good point. That's suspicious.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
And also standing right there. That's...
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
That's concerning.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah! Let's go to the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world.
Oh, what are you gonna do about it?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Not again!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
No.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
No. Oh. Yeah, okay, this can only end well.
Stop that.
Hey, yeah, by the way, please.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Sorry, I'm being narrated.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
No.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Stop taking away my player agency! That's not a chill thing to do with the DM.
The blade.
Yeah.
Move the blade.
No, thank you.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Ah,
We both know this isn't you.
right.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Yeah, we are ruining this guy's day.
Sorry.
This is worthwhile. With what?
She
Ah!
plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh, you couldn't have been like the other time this happened and just slit my throat.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Damn it, just go for the throat, not even the heart.
You start pretending that dying a
You can miss the heart really easily. Maybe get the lungs and...
You have literally doomed everyone.
Get the lungs, that's suffering. You get the heart, that's... Sure, it's fast. But just stab me in the face. No, get the brain. Or the throat. That's relatively fast.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Man, how you gonna just...
I'm sorry.
Aww.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Evidently not. She is very bad at killing people.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Okay, so I am simultaneously better and worse at stabbing people than the princess.
I'm so sorry.
Depending on whether or not she's... Depending on whether or not she gives Tom energy. I'm better or worse at stabbing.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Aw.
It can't just end like this, right?
Poor princess.
Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Look at her, she's sad.
Things to have gone differently. I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
No. The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh boy.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
It will be the end of the world. Ah, Hell Inferno. Oh! Hello. So, haven't done too much since last did it. What's happened here was, so this time I went down without the knife. Which, based on the fact that we're back here again, and... hard mode, yeah! So we went through freeing the princess again. You know, pretty fun tactic there. The narrator gave us the knife anyway! And then, once again, revoked our player agency to make us try and stab her. And I found out that the princess is much worse at stabbing us if we don't take the knife. The only person who suffered was me. Well, and I guess emotionally her. Let's not,
Don't
said the
start
princess.
grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
She is a
If
monarch.
what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Based.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to
New guy?
beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Thank you.
Beloved.
Yeah, that's new. She did not seem to be a beloved there. She was, like, chill. There was no romantic tension to that stabbing. She was terrified because we slashed at her.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. So all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and
You hate
all
the
assassination
underground
attempts
Dark
you've
Souls 1?
got in the works.
Huh. I'll bet, because the underground seems like we'd find the darkest of souls. Also, I don't like this guy's narrative about the princess. There is no romance involved between us and the princess, right? I say us because me, voice. The narrator can be his own guy. I don't like him. Ah! Yeah, dark, creepy, and can't get out. So, I wonder why that...
We'll see about that.
I wonder why you'd hate
Whatever
that.
you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Yeah, I kind of don't... I don't like the new guy.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
What love? Huh. Those trashy dodge mechanics? Ah. Huh. I wouldn't know, because I haven't really played Souls-likes. Let's just leave.
You have already committed to my
Ah.
compulsion. You cannot go further astray.
I forgot about Divine Lady! To the cabin we go.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh, before we go in.
She will lie,
A warning.
she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Or do. I'd believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
What a feeling we're going to be confronted with a sickeningly sweet princess that just I will not vibe with.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Yeah, that's kind of based. If you're going to talk about your feelings, there's a million avenues. Or at least wait until everyone's on board for it.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Yeah, we'll make time for feeling talk. You know. Ah, it's the dodge directions that makes sense. Actually, yeah, because the more direction you can dodge in, the more availability there is in movement. That's why Terraria. Actually, no, Terraria is pretty good with that, since it technically has 8 directions. The cardinal ones, and then the up left,
The
up
interior
left.
of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Huh. Man, they even got glass windows. Ah. I did a little bit of game development before, not enough to be any sort of expert. Isn't dodge windows just incredibly hard to fine tune? You gotta make so that they feel good, but they're not too strong.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Right, we will. And same with the mirror.
Because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Ah. Yeah, it probably is hard, yeah.
There's definitely a mirror.
It is a Souls-like.
There isn't.
It's right there, there is a mirror.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Okay. Smitten, you're not winning the Bechdel test.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
I want to see how handsome I am.
Great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
No, I'm just vain.
We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important.
I got I made a, oh no, I got a tunic for Halloween. My grandmother actually made it. Cause she needs her projects. It's her idea, actually. It's purple and gold bard tunic.
I'm not lying to you.
I like
Use your
theatrics.
eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Bizarre thing I've thought of. I need a mocap suit if I'm gonna keep doing this. I need some things that I can just full range of movement. Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This
Okay.
really isn't funny.
Let's wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Ooh, rubbing against tapestry. I wonder what it feels like.
But it was there a second ago.
Disappearing mirror, of
Now
course.
it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Or, hear me out, we don't sweep her off her feet. She can walk. She's not defenseless. Evidently, because she stabbed us. Do we take the knife? Honestly, here's the thing. Having the knife on us is what lets her stab us. If we don't have a knife, then she doesn't have a weapon. And I doubt that this incarnation of the princess is going to be able to beat us up with her bare hands. Hear me out. Let's do
The door to
this.
the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
What's wrong with the stone basement? It's just concrete, but bumpy.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is
Honestly, this
someone
seems like a pretty decent place to live. I could see the...
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Voice of the Smitten, shut up! We are not marrying the princess!
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
And of course, the voice of the hero is correct, as he is most of the time, yeah.
For everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Is not in love!
Just
Yeah!
remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
And for once, I agree with the narrator.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Her dress is so poofy. How would she move around in that? How is that sustainable within this place?
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Boo!
You know she can't hear you, right?
I have no
She may
emotional
not be
attachment
able
to this
hear my
princess.
words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
The only princess I have an emotional attachment to is that Ghost, and the chapter immediately after Ghost.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Ah,
Do you hear that? She said we're dashing.
yeah, okay.
And she called us a hero.
Oh, of course! Of course you want to be called a hero, voice of the hero. Stop being charmed by her!
So it really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yes.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Yeah.
Well, she killed us.
Yeah, she was the one who stabbed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
No, she still stabbed us. She may not be semi-cruelty, but she's definitely stained by blood. In fact, she was very stained by blood, as we've seen earlier.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Oh yeah, do it right. As in, I don't know, Should we just kill her? No, killing her didn't result in...
We damned a whole world. But everything reset.
I cared about the princess after I killed her, and I'm starting to hate the princess after I tried to save her. Primarily because... The Smitten. The Smitten is... terrifying. Terrible. I don't like this
Nothing
game.
resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Okay, so I have to... But if we select one princess, trap us in the one world. Meaning that all the other princesses are gonna get out anyway. Effectively meaning you want one world saved, and it's specifically the one that you're in. And each version of you shares this mindset. Last time... You killed me last time and it hurt a lot! Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Not really, no.
Did we?
Nuh-uh.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's
No.
practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Nuh-uh.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just
Right.
opening yourself up to manipulation.
Yeah, if she didn't stab us, we would have stabbed her. So it was in her best interest to stab us. I'm sorry about what happened last time. Nobody was sent me here to kill you, it took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
Yeah.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, it's all that
She took
matters,
that in
huh?
stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Very far in stride, yeah.
That's because she's perfect.
No, she is not.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Maybe.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
And how would you know, Mr. Oh, right, you're the narrator.
Right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I see. And, did you end the world after you killed me back there?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Why is that relevant?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
I don't know. So far, based on everything, she's been overall a nice person. In The Stranger, we mutilated her. Feel bad about that. After the prisoner with, what was it, the cage? She just wanted to escape from the torture loop. Valid. And at The Princess and the Dragon, I became actually emotionally attached because holy cow, this is torture for her just like it is for us. But this princess has nothing.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Is it a confession? Keep silent.
Princess's eyes quiver as she waits for your response.
I didn't end the world? I didn't end the world.
Why was she not confident in that?
She's clearly just saying what she thinks you want to hear.
Yeah, I don't trust this princess.
Or she's innocent. How could a beauty like her be capable of ending the world? It's not rational.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure any other version of the princess would be more capable of ending the world than she is. However, every other princess has been honest. Like, let's see. The stranger we didn't get to talk too much because we turned her into a writhing pile of flesh. not my proudest moment. The prisoner was pretty correct. She just sucked at communicating. I should have taken their severed head. The cage decapitated me. But her whole thing is that was, in a way, escaping the cycle. It also got rid of the voices, which means that they are not stored in the head. So the voices might be stored in the torso, or the heart, or the ball. Then came the Spectre, who didn't want to be stabbed. She wanted to be not dead, and she wanted to leave. And then there's the dragon. The Princess and the Dragon. I don't know. That kind of cemented her honesty, didn't it? Since we were a voice in her head. I didn't bring the knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Oh! Don't be cheery about that.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Weebo, I do not believe this princess is perfect. I have no emotional attachment to this princess. I've been thrust into a romance arc. I do not trust her.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Right, because if we could, then that means that she'd be waiting here for some reason. Why would...
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Based voice of the hero again.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I should have brought the knife. What's happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Yeah, but the in-between. The Spectre had an answer. In that she wasn't sure, but she did stuff in the basement. To be a ghost. The prisoner... I don't remember if she had an answer, actually. But she admitted to not knowing.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Oh, because that worked so much last time. There.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Yeah, I don't think she's to be trusted.
I would.
Smitten, don't kill us!
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
True.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
We're doomed.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
Yeah.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Wrong! Be skeptical.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
I am not.
Only
Why is
And one slip
this?
of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
I hate that I'm agreeing with the narrator, because I do not trust this
Luckily
version
for
of her.
Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Luckily for Mr. Romance. Unluckily for me.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
But all we know is that she's innocent until proven guilty, and so far there's a lot of circumstantial evidence saying she's guilty. That I didn't have before we came down here. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Yeah.
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Ah, come on! I went through all of your dialogue in the first chapter. You have to have some level of personality. Please tell me that you're not
She
just a...
doesn't even know what she wants.
Right.
You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Probably, yeah.
I think I want to
I'm a
leave,
conspiracy
and I
theorist.
think
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
What? No, I don't... Do you want to end the world?
Are you seriously asking her that?
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, we've been over this one. No, I do not want to end the world.
Oh, that was a child's voice. Okay. Let's just get out of here.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your
Why does she have
hand,
sparkles
and
around
the
her?
hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Okay, now throw her into the wall.
Each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I'd rather have the
I like to
world.
think that you do, actually.
Yeah.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made, and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
Hey, did the Smitten write the choices?
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Boo.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
I get being happy about leaving, but she's shown no reason she'd want to
What
leave.
happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Okay then, let's push her down the stairs.
That's a familiar move.
Grandma.
Did I do that last time? Then you should know
I didn't do it
you'll
to-
be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us
Oh
in here?
no.
That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Oh well. Guess we're stuck down here forever.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Well, guess we gotta kill her now.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
We just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Yeah, I'd rather not go along with every whim of his,
So
actually.
for the ride at this point.
Yeah, sorry, voice of the hero. I don't know what options I could have gotten that would have worked for you. Do you think you can open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
No.
He's leaving this basement.
Aw, man. I'm too far in to just... You know, I gotta kill her. It'll build character. She needs character. We tried it together.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands
Ah.
together. Blech.
No, I bet she has the emotional maturity of a teenager, too.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
If you don't like what's happening, then stop narrating it. Please, I'm asking you to take away agency. For once. I'd much rather have my agency taken away by the narrator than by a voice. At least I'm justified hating the narrator. I think everyone hates the narrator. This guy probably has a bunch of defenders.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and...
The knife!
That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Oh boy! I'm gonna do the tried and true method of decision making for this. Coin! Heads she dies, tails she lives. And she lives.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
See,
Hate you.
every time we're gonna be given a binary choice to kill her or not, if I'm not particularly emotional about doing either one, then I'm just gonna flip a coin.
You know, if her walking out that door is really gonna end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone.
No, I am not Two-Face! I am not!
That's not how this works.
That's not this one. Actually, staying in the cabin might be a good idea building character.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Ooh, wait, this option pisses off the narrator and the voice of the smitten. Let's go, let's stay in the cabin. Yo, staying in the cabin. This might appease the smitten, but it definitely pisses off the narrator.
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need
Wait.
the world. All we need is each other.
It's romantic. But it's funny.
That's exactly what I just suggested. Was it not romantic when I suggested it?
Fair, yeah. Huh. Also, the voice of the hero gave a
You
choice.
suggest
and
that?
it's
I
based.
wasn't listening.
Yes, you were. You reacted in disgust. Yeah.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Oh, now she has a motive.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our
Oh.
proclamation of love?
Are we not enough for her?
It is bad for the smitten.
She's not wooed by you because staying here and building a life together isn't a seduction. It isn't anything. It's a non-answer. It can't be done.
Oh, this is pissing off everyone. Yeah, except the narrator. Look, your nonchalance of the affair of the wall has me a bit worried. That's why I want to stay here.
Yes, she's extremely nonchalant about it, isn't she? Need I remind you the blade is still here? Please. Everyone is counting on you.
If I stab her, that placates you.
I think it's too late for that.
Yeah.
But we would have to be here forever.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that.
I don't know you.
Finally! We're getting actual character out of her.
This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
I mean, I'd prefer if you had a personality, but keeping you away from the world and just not letting you end it, that might be a good option.
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
Yo, we're gonna get two-way communication, finally? Maybe then I'll be invested in her as a character?
I guess we could do that.
Damn it!
She doesn't seem happy about this.
She's a slightly more dimensional character, but it's not being
But
close
she
to on.
can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she?
She probably
I
can.
don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us.
And we don't know her! So, come on!
No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
Why do I have a feeling this is gonna go into body horror again? Like, that's a running theme here.
As the voice thinks its thought,
No.
your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Oh, but I do.
No!
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless... Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever. You put your hands into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
No.
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
Okay, so she does care about life. That's good.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
Yeah! I'm the decider!
And yet, it's done.
Oh god, why is he getting obsessive?
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart, inch by painful inch.
No!
Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw, bloodied chest. The loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
You mean feathers?
Don't mind my sacrifice.
Oh, my skin.
It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know.
No, this is not... This is not good.
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
Wait, she has the knife next to her and we're exposing our heart.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die?
Probably.
Yes.
Aha! Everything goes dark and we die. Happily ever after.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
Wait! Yo! British. Why? Is this even... This is a cathedral at this point.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet.
Yeah. This seems like a boss location.
We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time.
Yeah.
Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Best if we're gentle.
Hi, voice of the opportunist. Aren't you the one that wanted to stab me?
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome!
Yeah! There's there's 4 of us.
Thank you.
Ah!
I'm just happy to be here.
Nukem. Duke Nukem.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes?
Yeah, we're dooming realities constantly.
Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well-informed. You can count on us to do things right from here on out.
Yeah, I'm
going
not...
to describe the room now.
Please do.
The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
Ah, yes, the kaleidoscopic patterns of white, 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 white. You get the point.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Yo, wait, really? Hold on. There's no knife! Does it matter if the blade's here? Yes, this one is a pattern. We didn't use it last time, and the time before that she used it to kill us.
That is some fine reasoning. Who cares about the blade? I think you're right. We're better off without it. It's not like it's ever been important.
I get that's a black and white game, but you could at least have it be like Shades of Grey.
Of course, the blade's important. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. The fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right.
That's fair.
But it's not fair, is it? We don't even get the choice. So,
It's not
what
a
are we
pattern.
supposed to do?
I've been doing decently well. Let's see. Went to the dentist yesterday. Apparently I gotta have some operation done. There won't be a stream on the 6th.
I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Oh, the Nary doesn't know how important the knife is. That's something. I've overall been doing pretty good. Let's see. Did a photo shoot with my family yesterday with Halloween costumes. Hey, where's the voice of the smitten? He was here last time. It's not like him to be this quiet.
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay?
Yeah, where is he?
We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us into this whole mess.
Get yourself a job for tomorrow? Easy. I'm sure they'll be fine. As long as you're not doing, like, customer service. Even then, customer service is the hell anyway. Also,
Is that so?
no
Maybe
smitten.
there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Yeah, the smitten is dead! So never gonna talk about the mirror.
What is there to say about it? It's a mirror.
There.
Is this some sort of a bit? There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and
There.
the door to the basement.
Why is she divine in
Oh,
Windows?
my bad. That's why I haven't been talking about it.
Ah. I see.
I see it, just like I saw it last time.
Yeah. You're working in indoor play. Oh, you're working with children. Oh, that shouldn't be too bad. I don't know. Kids. I think kids tend to be either more respectful than adults, or just less malicious. Ah, and you hate children. I see the problem. Love babies and hate children. Ah, I see. You're interested in when they're adorable and won't do anything, rather than when they got the chaos inside of them. Meanwhile, I just like hearing children talk about things, because you can tell that they put their all into it. Plus, kids are smart.
Good for you, buddy. You've got a sharp set of eyes on you. Mirror
Right.
or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Oh, is the mirror the door? Yeah. Let's turn and leave.
As you foolishly turn to leave the cabin and abandon the world to its ruination...
You're gonna try your best? Yeah. If I had to give advice to kids, to working with kids, don't talk down to them. They're on about equal ground with everyone else.
Oh, isn't that convenient? As you turn around, you're faced with a solid wall. There isn't a way out.
And you're gonna earn money.
You're stuck here until you
Based.
find a resolution to our princess problem. That is convenient. Look at us crossing off a whole avenue of exploration. Figuring out the rest of this is going to be so much easier. Now that we only have
Hey, if you're gonna earn some money, maybe throw it to the developers of Slay the Princess.
You know, I'm starting to like
Eh.
you.
I recommend the game to everyone.
Because he's blowing smoke up your ass.
Because he's blowing smoke up his ass, yeah. I don't know. I think everyone should play the game because just seeing someone play it won't give you a full experience. For context, I am playing this just in the dark.
Because he's being reasonable.
He's being
It
reasonable.
doesn't matter who put that wall there, because it's there. The only thing for you to do now is find the princess and, ideally, find your weapon while you're at it.
That's valid. We might want to stab the princess this time.
With nowhere to go but forward, you turn back around, leaving the non-existent exit behind you.
Alright, to the
Across
mirror.
the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well,
There.
shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time.
Maybe. Reach forward!
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wraps
Whoa!
around the handle.
Ah, alright.
Figures.
Yeah, no mirror for us. I don't get to see how handsome I am.
And then you push the door open. Marvelous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't
What?
lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up.
Oh.
They're draped in fine carpet.
Oh, we were in the
One feels
basement.
pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, it doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply disliked how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
Okay, actually, I kind of like how much it pisses off the narrator.
You're doing great.
Yeah! Also, I don't like the implication that we were locked down there. Does that mean that the princess is gonna come to slay us?
I'm not. But I appreciate the encouragement.
Yeah. Or is she in an attic?
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess.
He said the game title!
No, you absolutely
He
don't.
said the thing!
Because she lives in a nice, exitless house doesn't mean that she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
That's valid.
Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
Why is she fatigued?
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Dinner's... What?
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time,
Did
I'm not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets.
I marry a woman I don't know?
Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to.
Yeah.
I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
True. I have not gone to eat anything. At least the princess got to eat bits of her arm.
Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem?
All the time.
That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
Okay. Proceed up the stairs. No other options.
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room. The princess, seated at its far end.
She's in a grasp. Oh, did she steal the smitten from us? She can keep him.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden
Oh
chain
yeah, there's the knife.
around the princess's neck.
It looks like the scar that's left when you stab her.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
It is easy.
Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
Yeah, I'd like dinner.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be nice, actually.
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings
Whoa.
in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you.
Oh, her dress is
You're
big enough
forcibly
to...
seated at the head of the table.
Oh, it's tapestry of her holding a bird person. No.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
And we're going to address the demonic shadow. That's smitten, isn't it? What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Huh. You sound very sad. What are we supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright, and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Oh, she does not seem to be here willingly.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Yeah.
Am I ever? Look at this spread. It's
Let's
a
see.
feast.
Wait, that's bird! We can't eat bird! But bread, though. Bread.
Yeah.
Wait,
After
I
everything
can't see
we've been
bread.
through,
I'm told.
we could use a break.
Uh,
More than that, we deserve a break.
oh, so character can't eat bird because he's bird. I can't eat bread because I'm tough. That leaves us with cake and all the fruit. Do we refuse her hospitality? Nah, fuck it, I'm hungry.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading.
Aw, she's happy, I guess.
The food is more exquisite than you ever
Oh.
could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
Okay. So, what I'm getting from this is, what's a good way to put it? What is a good way to put it, actually? Huh. What's the term for that cookbook I have? Meals of the Multiverse? Hold on, I'm turning on my light. I've been doing this in the dark for atmosphere. It's not down there. Is that it? Ah, flavors of the multiverse.
You tear at hunks of
Whoa.
meat, practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels.
That does not sound pleasant. I'm sorry, that much sweetness? Like, the meat sounds incredible. The drink, not so
This
much.
really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had.
Thank you, narrator.
But then it's over. And you're just as hungry.
Ah,
as you were again.
no!
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
Why?
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again
No,
laid before you.
no.
The food
It's
is good.
Sisyphean.
Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems.
Is your smile dropping?
A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy.
No, this is unsatisfying.
It's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
No, I'm done.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but We just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we
No,
just do
no,
it again.
no.
So the shadow sweeps
One
over
time
the
was
table,
okay.
clearing
3
the old
times.
laying out
This
the
is
new.
not gonna be the charm.
So you do it again. The meat is fine. The bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky
Yeah, she
film.
seems disappointed
You
too.
put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it?
What? No.
It'll always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it.
Next,
Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste.
it's gonna be gruel now.
Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger.
Yeah.
Regardless of quality, it's over again, and
No.
you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
Okay, this is personal torture, because I love food.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
You're right, it shouldn't. Let's stop, please.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat.
Someone call an exorcist. This shadow is not chill.
The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet. Its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing.
I want a royal feast to Arby's.
I'm so...
Ah! Okay then. I'm sorry. A minute jump scare is not as terrifying as the constant decay of enjoyment from easy tasks.
Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs.
Yeah, stop the food!
At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
Oh, is this a metaphor for how we're forced to repeatedly forget the princess and then... Ah.
I'm so tired of this.
Yeah, so am I.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
Based.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Oh no, she's looking at the shadow for...
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful...
Nuh-uh,
queenly
no,
life.
no. Nuh-uh.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter,
Why?
their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
I don't think that's wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
Who? My guy, stop getting validation from the shadow monster! The shadow monster does not care about you! I told her, who, you said he, who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
I think he's delusional!
Is she talking about a real voice? Like us? But we're at the head of the table. We should be in charge. Is he more powerful than we are?
Is the smitten god now? Hey, Shadow, don't you have anything to say?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
Oh, why does he have a beak now?
Giving us the cold shoulder, I see. Asserting his dominance in the power structure.
Yeah, so do I, Inferno.
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
I think the Shadow is the voice of the smitten who mysteriously
He
disappeared.
says his words are just for me. But he wants me to ask, isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do?
Smitten, the problem isn't with your love or anything, it's with the lack of nuance!
He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
This isn't fair. If I could just talk to him for 2 seconds, I'm sure we could sort this out and figure out a balanced power structure that works better for everyone. But no, he's decided he's above talking to little guys like us, huh?
Yeah, you say it, Albertinus. I can't believe I'm siding with him. Excuse me.
But as you attempt to get up, the torches flare and shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat.
What? No! Food isn't...
There will be no getting up. There will be no attempts to slay her. At least not for now.
I can't get up. Something's holding me down.
Princess smiles nervously.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. That's just how it works here. We don't have to go anywhere anymore. We have everything we need.
No, this can't be a
He just
situation.
wants us to be happy.
Yeah, but he's doing it at the expense of new experience. You can't be happy all the time. You have to be sad sometimes. Or it's the case. Everything? Because it feels like... Doesn't feel like it. It feels like...
Like we've been given everything someone else has told us we wanted. But it isn't what we want.
Right. This is the problem I had with this mitten from the start.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
She's right.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful.
Even the narrator thinks this is awful. Holy crap.
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realize how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have.
Even the narrator knows this is fucked up.
Yeah, sure.
Are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Oh no.
Yes. Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
Oh, this is an abusive relationship.
Defensive. And we all know being defensive is a sign of weakness.
We need truth. You need to tell me how you really feel.
I don't feel anything.
Ah,
The third
she's
torch
broken.
The princess's shadow dances
We
furiously
broke her.
against the far wall.
Can we stop emotionally tormenting princesses?
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
It was giving you the creeps. A room with a long dining table, just two people. It does give off vibes, doesn't it? It's just... This is for many people. Why is it just the two of us? What would you choose? Yeah, don't know what's gonna happen. If you do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
Based! But yeah, it's like an uncomfortable oh, it's the emotional distance because because there's an emotional distance between us and this iteration of the princess. We were closest with the dragon, with the prince and the dragon, because we were as close as we could be with her, to the point of merging souls. And here, we're as distant as possible on opposite sides of this grand feast.
That sounds lovely.
It does sound lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
No.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
Ah!
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
Finally! Ah! You haunt! And now I'm actually starting to care!
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch
Aww.
blows out.
Are you okay?
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Ah!
No, it feels like an important part of me is gone. But I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Oh.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
Yeah. Yeah, all you have to do is to
Princess
get up.
pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
I care about you more now, actually. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. That's the perfect dialogue here.
That's a nice thought.
Yeah, because I did not care for the princess being just mushy, lovey-dovey, empty. I cared pretty well for the princess when she had genuine personality at the beginning. And now, damn it, she's traumatized, and that it builds character. It builds character. Ah.
I think this place was bad for us. It was keeping us small. I think it's time for us to go.
It is time for us to go. Let's offer her our hand.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold and a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt.
Why do I feel like we're just at our most romantic when the romance voice isn't here? Like, he just makes he makes us worse.
He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss.
Look, there's genuine care here.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Oh my god, the narrator!
Well, this is less work for us anyways.
Yeah.
Think what you will. I'm done fighting.
Ah. Narrator
Princess
redemption
does
arc.
strange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance.
Wait, shoot, there's no door.
And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone.
Oh, the narrator's dead. Also, why is the bit rate falling? But that's not on your end, that's on mine. I don't know what's up with it. Is the... No, CPU usage isn't... Okay, it's returned.
No boss anymore? No one left to tell us what to do? I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
About time.
The stars are so beautiful.
They are, aren't they? One passes over you. A comfortable quiet. Wait, no, not a quiet!
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
Oh. Ah. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move. Soft, sad smile, widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin and your arms stretched to the limits. Only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. Share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever. Yeah, and I agree. I like this tune. Like, here's the thing. I hate it in the middle, but I love it in the end. And I think that's intentional. I'm pretty sure that that's the intended thing. Because it was forced before. We weren't happy. And now it's changing. We're not forcing anything to happen. We're just letting it be genuine. It's the, this feels like it's more fulfilling than... No, I can't say it feels more fulfilling than any other route. We've been through the Princess and the Dragon. You have ads for games? That's fair. I think a lot of the AAA ads are still kind of decent, but like mobile games, I can't. Indie games it varies, but they seems like they genuinely care. And then there's mobile game ads. We don't mess with mobile game ads. No, that ain't good.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
Yeah, for mobile games it's terrible. For consoles it's really not that bad. Because, you know, console games tend to have care put into it. Mobile games do not, in the slightest. And then there's whatever the Pokemon mobile games do, where they just tell you what the app does, and that's it. Like an infomercial. Okay, so she is once again absorbed by the... But you not get a chance to respond. No, you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Here we are, back in the long quiet.
Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's the mirror, hero! Okay, just trust me. We've been here before. You always get scared.
Looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Fair.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
Yeah. Wait, the Smitten's just dead! Hold on, did he die? It's not the end. Whatever's on your side is going to be nice.
If you say so. We'll trust you.
Yeah.
Finally. We're going places.
Approach the mirror. It's your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. They were always next to leave. So you see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. To the cabin! You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Ooh.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins.
Ooh. Okay then.
I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars and they're people, I think. At least they're supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart.
Gilded cage, yeah, that
Do
fits.
not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Yeah. When you send me back, I'm not alone. A voice that speaks to me. Some of them are me, but oh, there's something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? The vessels had one.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Or he's died there. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally gonna have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Fair. Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Fair. How many more do I need to bring you?
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular,
Ooh.
a final multitude.
If there's less time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Yeah, okay. If this is the recipe for completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just gonna stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Oh, and then game closes. I think my thoughts on tea with milk. I've tried it. I think that tea with milk is best when it's whole milk. It's, you know, creamy. And it has nice texture going down.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh, okay, it closed itself. Holy cow. Yeah. But that's on tea with milk. Or effectively, it's good. I put the milk in before the tea. And I put milk, honey, then I put in the tea bag, then I pour in the boiling water.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Think honey and tea is good? That's fair. I like it because of the texture. That's my thing.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Yeah.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Am I American or British? I've been asked that so many times. I am indeed from the United States of America.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Specifically, I'm from the central area. I've never been to the east or west coast.
You're here to slay her.
Ah, stop it, narrator. We're heading off.
It's all part of the job.
Alright
Make
then.
your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yes, we'll find the princess within. What's
We're not
next?
gonna go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
But every time we've tried to save the princess, we traumatized her. And then the first time we traumatized her, completely unrelated to
He
the...
doesn't know what he's talking about.
completely unrelated to it. Let's proceed into the cabin. What's the worst that could happen?
The interior of the cabin is almost
I'm
entirely
there.
made.
Yada yada. Okay, do we take the knife this time? Saving her with the knife. The cage. Saving her without the knife. We just went through that. To be fair, at first I made tea. Let's see. Here's the thing, that's always how I've made tea. Alright, we're taking the blade. Originally I made tea, but before I got a kettle I just used a saucepan. Then I ended up getting a kettle for a birthday, and I've been using that ever since.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the
Ooh.
room below. Her voice.
Yeah.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it.
We have the Nami Mommy voice, let's go. I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Yeah.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
So we've chosen the option where we
Downstairs
just kill her.
And lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
We tried just no-nonsense stabby. That didn't... Actually, no, that resulted in probably my favorite route so far.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
There.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Okay.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
Yeah.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
That's fair. Let's drop the knife.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Metal pipe sound effect.
Thank you.
That voice.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Ooh.
We'll be fine.
Will we be fine?
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
Yeah.
So here we are.
We've been through this dialogue.
An awkward start to a relationship.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can
We've-
address me as
Seen that. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? I know I've been told, but now I believe it is an entirely different matter.
so you're not going to share. How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Fair. There's people out there who think in the world. What do you have to say about that?
Just tell her that.
I will just tell her that!
Is that
Terrifying
what you're doing
face.
down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
That's valid.
Just how long has she been down here?
Probably a long time according
If
to
I'm
her.
supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. That's something you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I I wouldn't even know where to start.
That's fair. Personally, I'd start with a plague, then I'd release, like, murderous insects, and then I'd start implanting evil ideas into people's heads. And then
I believe her.
I'm gonna stop talking.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Yeah, and I don't need to be telling people how to destroy the world.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Based.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Fair.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to
She has a point.
Right. Okay, we've seen this. Gabe's talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Alright, dice time! I'll roll a d4. Actually, I'll roll a d6. 1 or 2, we're killing her. 3 or 4, we're getting her out of here. And 5 and 6, we're keeping her locked away. Gay dice, don't... Oh. Okay, we're saving her. We roll 3.
You have to be kidding me.
Oh, I have to be kidding
Walk
you.
up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Yoink!
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Huh?
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
No, I don't.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Yeah.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Right. I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe we can at least find a big old rock to smash the chain with.
I'll be here.
She's just bored. That's cool.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
There.
You make your
Just
way
go
back
back
to the bottom of
down.
the stairs.
We-
This would have been so much
Wait a
easier
second.
if you'd
We already
said
tried saving her with the
like
knife.
You were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Yeah, easier for who?
Easier for everyone.
Ooh.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Right.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Good
You
idea.
won't like what happens if you do that.
Flip the coin! Heads she lives, tails she dies. The heads.
Against your better judgment,
Ah.
you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding
Oh, that's
chain.
2 saving her in a row. Oh, I guess the first one was a killer.
You cut into her flesh.
It's not that unlikely.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long,
Ooh.
you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Yeah, that's
Free from her
odd.
bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
So we're
Why
chill
is she
now,
so
right?
composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Or she's just... Or it's just autism.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
I'm sorry. I get squeamish, but I can understand being in pain and just not
The
showing
stakes
it.
are too high. You can't just let her escape into
Yeah,
the world.
yeah, we've seen this. To our next choice. Wait, we can warn her?
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can
Oh.
connect.
We can repeat this route?
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Where I got the cage. Oh! Oh, it's a red herring! We don't get to resist! Okay, guys, should we slay the princess? Slay the princess. Slay the princess, 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 or slay the princess. Decent look a job for a D20. Number 12, so we're slaying the princess. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
Thank you. You swing
Thank
your
you.
arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm.
Yo! Ooh. That's
You drop the blade. Pathetically.
okay. I'm kind of into that.
She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears.
Okay, I'm
Fairly
kind of
certain
into
you
that.
feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves.
Ooh.
You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Yeah.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
Ah.
She places a confident
Oh.
hand on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
And stream latency is at an all-time low. What's going on? How's my internet connection? Connect secured. Why is the CPU at such a high usage? Hold on. And how those dropped frames? What's going on? Why am I just leaking stream latency? And the window was too small. That's odd. Okay, it's up to 4,000. There it is. That's better.
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
Ooh.
Can't just end like this, right?
I
I'm
mean...
sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh. The tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's gonna kill me again!
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
But she
She
did!
doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yeah. Fair.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Except you just refuse to
What's
believe
the
them.
matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Ah. Huh. Alright, see you to the cabin.
A warning.
We're off to slay the princess. Or get slayed by the princess. I'd be down with that timeline. I'm sorry, something in my brain is just strong woman.
She will lie,
She will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Fair.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Yeah.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying.
Yeah.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree.
Valid.
If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
That's entirely valid.
Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
So we've seen the narrator give up when faced with stagnation. That says a lot about him.
What you want. I guess I don't have a say here.
Throw the cabin. Am I hearing it crunching down there?
Larger and more grandiose than its
Sorry,
humble
I'm
exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
That's my sword. Oh. You were chewing on my sword, Coco. Don't do that. Bad. Don't chew on things you shouldn't be chewing on. We need a ladder to get up
Blade
there.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Can we even climb the ladder,
You feel
right?
so small.
Are we
We
small?
don't feel small. We are small.
Oh yeah, the door's massive, the mirror's massive, the windows are massive. Same with the mirror on the
That's
wall.
because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Ah,
There's definitely a mirror.
yeah.
Isn't?
No, I can see it.
Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
Stop being a pessimist and let me see how handsome I am.
Last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
That's fair.
Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal meaning bird.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He
Uh,
knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
fair. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Please don't. I'd rather the princess kill us again than see how dreadful we are.
Boo! I'm hot and you know it.
I care less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Valid.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Not funny. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Valid. We do look
We should
ridiculous.
count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Ah. Oh, we're taking the knife, because if we're facing a giant, I'd rather have a sword.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Nah, that's an empty plate, Coco. There's no food for you to steal. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall.
Ooh.
The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Nice,
Oh.
nice.
This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Valid.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Oh.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Yeah, no, she was much less echoey. I prefer a non-echoey princess.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Fair.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now
Yeah.
you want to go down there.
I'd be worried.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his
Oh.
ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Fair. Down the stairs!
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Okay.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
I am once again going to just save y'all the trouble.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Yeah.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
I wonder what I want. Ah! Okay then.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless.
I'd scared you,
Charming audacity.
but was I wrong? Look at her. No. Beat cam is weird, that's valid.
Drop it.
I think that we're just looking up at her and that's why the proportions are off. I'm tightening my grip. I'm not dropping the knife.
The blade slips from your grasp.
What?
It clatters uselessly to the floor.
Oh!
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us?
Are
We have a
you?
duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
But no! We chose not to!
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
We are in her presence and she ain't shit!
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No thank you. No.
Oh, are you still trying to define me? I said kneel.
Your legs
Yeah,
buckle,
no.
and your
Hey!
knees hit the
My
floor.
agency! She does look like a goddess.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Okay.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself
Hey,
around my
Coco,
neck.
drop it.
It has
drop
pulled
it.
at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Hey, hey. And you swallowed, damn it. What were you eating?
I could feel its
Stop it with the
fundamental
feet.
truth
Sorry.
awakening
Is
me.
is my cursor just going over the feet? I was distracted by the dog eating something off the floor. What was there on the floor for it to eat?
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Wrong!
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Bah!
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
That I need to kill her better!
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
Put the groomers away.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
have to speak destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
Shut up, Broken.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her?
I have met approximately 2 voices that I have actually enjoyed the presence of. The hero and the contrarian.
Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
What needs to be
The
done?
stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Yeah, the Broken does want to take the L, and I hate that. I want to go down with a fight. Just because you're... No. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Yeah, no, I'm down to kill a goddess. Do not underestimate me.
Know the limits of your privilege.
Oh, okay, so I accidentally clicked the not question. Also, nice face.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Nah, I refuse to be less than you. I just can't let you do that.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
To my betters? Who do you think I am?
Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants.
Okay, yeah.
No objections here.
Yeah, let's pick up the knife. I know where I'd like to shove it.
Don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Ooh. I'm going to... No! What are you gonna try and make me do with it? I'm going to kill you. No, I don't get any
You reach
options.
forward and grasp the blade.
This is... She's doing everything I hated the narrator for before.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway.
Valid. I'm gonna yell her forever. Stop me!
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet.
Coco,
like two
stop sniffing at my
souls forced
keyboard.
into an
I don't want
unhappy
you
truce.
pressing anything. It's a good thing I don't have a face cam attached to my PC.
The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds.
Ooh.
But all silences are broken eventually.
Oh.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Except you did not make me, and therefore I cannot be shadow, for there cannot be shadow without light, and there cannot be light without shadow.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Also, you're not glowing because you have a shadow.
What?
Checkmate,
You don't have to listen.
princess.
You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
Let's end this, I guess. Yeah,
Oh, we'll end this all right.
let's kill her.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language.
And her! Yeah! Ooh, let's slay this princess! Shadow of the Colossus!
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Oh.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Do not!
Don't! As you take another step forward,
Ah!
the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
No!
Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Okay, we only need one lung. We can do without the second.
Do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
No,
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
yeah.
It's what she wants.
It's not what I want.
Heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you.
Yeah.
I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your
Yeah!
wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece. At least for now.
Let's go! Voice of the hero!
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god.
To be fair, haven't birds won 2 wars?
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Ooh. I can't push forward. But I can slay the princess!
Pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
I don't like the way she's talking to me.
Even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement.
Ooh.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
Yeah.
Influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
Wow!
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
No, she's pretty intently hurting us.
Stop.
Oh.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat.
Oh.
The princess kneels down,
Oh.
lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to
Something
me.
speaks to her.
You are different than you were before.
Come at me!
Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
How are you gonna do that?
Isn't it?
Yeah. Very demeaning.
How thoughtful of her.
A mercy?
And not whatever say he had at the start of all this.
He did.
One of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to it.
True, she wouldn't.
Seize the moment before it's too late.
She wouldn't be negotiating if she had nothing to lose. Slay the princess.
So your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will. You finally manage
Yes!
darting to her side before she can react.
Shadow of the Colossus!
The wind of your freedom,
Yeah!
and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
Woo! Yeah, that's what we're talking about!
She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees.
Maybe you wouldn't have gotten your ankle slashed if you were wearing boots.
But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest.
Yes.
As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure.
Yeah.
The blade cuts her flesh.
Oh no, she's laughing.
This, can't we?
We can do this.
You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
We killed her!
Too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness. Shut up.
Yeah, shut it!
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen!
Haha.
You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance.
I am greater than you ever were.
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet.
Boo!
There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards
Come
the
on!
scene in a moment of
Should've
disordered
dodged.
darkness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the
Scared
floor,
as shit.
the ground itself breaking from the impact.
Ah.
You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and
Ooh.
disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiant.
Oh, storm's happening. I just heard it.
Me.
Yeah, neither. Just change the story, my guy. Oh, wait. He said it would be easier if he didn't have to deal with free will. He can't remove our own actions or her actions. Damn it. But you can make me durable. I think that I can survive this. I am a very durable person.
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to.
Shut up, Broken.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
Yeah.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty. Aside from the pain, I feel fine.
Yeah, I feel... Aside from... Wait! Okay, I'm gonna use that. Aside from the pain, I feel
Collapses to
fine.
the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
She's terrified! Yeah!
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
This is happy! We killed God!
Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something.
Yeah.
I guess.
And she still doesn't have shoes on. That was her downfall.
You feel about it. It's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
We got a thank you from the narrator. The Fury. No, no, no thank you.
Okay, what the hell is that?
Ah,
I think he's upset.
yeah, probably. But what the hell?
What's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
I always heard that god, and now we have a new voice who's... He already seems chill with me. We just killed a god who deserves to be upset about. Yeah.
Heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was, and ever will be.
Can't say
No,
I
we
have much
didn't.
sympathy for you. She was bad for us, and you almost got us killed.
True!
You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
True!
Right, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions.
No,
Okay, great.
sorry.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her. It's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty fleshy to be a path in the woods.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Ah. If we hit this point of return you mentioned, then what happens?
Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
There.
Yeah, but is there something after the end?
Oh.
How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there. If there even is a there.
That's valid, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Stupid
because
question.
We're going to win.
Yeah, we're gonna win!
Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
I'll flirt with the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion by Bethesda Game Studios as much as I want. It feels like me going 100 different directions. You'd better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice.
What if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten a say in things.
You stabbed me in the chest!
What a crock of shit.
Yeah!
Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly. It
Right.
didn't even work. It doesn't count.
It counts. If you do something and fail, it counts.
We died.
Yeah.
If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
Right, we probably would have been able to dodge if we weren't bleeding.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think we have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever gonna change.
Fair. Except for that one time it did.
If he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Yeah, stubborn! Kill him! To the cabin. Ah, the squelch.
All on the same page.
Honestly, I kind of want to eat the ground here. Wait, it's just a normal cabin with all
It's long
this?
before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
What? It's... I'm sorry. Is it weird that I want to eat the raw meat floor? The dog's looking at me scared.
That's it?
Huh.
No final words of advice?
Looks like a... No, that's flesh with veins. You can see the tendons there.
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
There.
There's still a princess at the cabin. Maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we
It
just
does look weird,
apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
but like meat is meat. If I cook it, I'm sure it'll taste good.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels
Oh, the
long forgotten.
interior change.
There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
Fair. An eye around would be tastier? Huh.
But that is what
Maybe.
it was.
What?
Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps
There we
from
go.
cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible.
Living meat. I told you it's meat. Ah. And it's living, like into the wriggle. What do you want?
You did this.
Isn't an eye isn't an eye around the Coco. Coco. Ah. Coco. Ah. Ah. No. Yeah. Isn't the eye around the thing used for deli beef? Do I need to... Okay, I'm gonna get the dog's food bowl and move it in here and see if that placates her. Ow! Stop biting. There we go, that got it. She needs her food to be in a place with a person in it.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Ah, it's pulsating. Anyway, an eye round is the thing used for deli beef, right? Where it's weirdly squishy.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Huh. Or am I just, like, absolutely wrong? You cook it, it's like leather? Ah, okay. Huh. Doesn't sound good. There's no door, there's a mirror where the door should be.
There is no mirror. We've done this already. Trying to keep up. The repetition is maddening.
It is, yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely.
More like, the worst could it be? Fair, yeah.
What are you trying to say exactly?
I would still eat this, though. I'll try anything once.
That something in us is broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you.
Huh.
It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Yeah. Wait, take the knife first.
Take the blade from the pedestal. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Right.
Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Yeah. Try it but not finish it? That's a valid thing. If you don't like it, you don't gotta finish.
Step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
Okay, so he at least neither believes us
It really
this
is
time.
just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Yeah.
Smash it.
Hi.
Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Ooh.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it.
Right.
Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it. Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want.
Okay, being violent.
So how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Let's stab it!
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As
Oh.
if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Boo.
Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness.
Okay.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. The
Right.
high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
This is not good.
The air is oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lived
Charred
peacefully, it was
remains?
probably
Have you
made
been
of
burning meat for her?
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
No, I want you dead!
Come see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
I ain't stopping till you're as living as... Well, no, this meat is alive, so it doesn't work.
See how you've soured my once divine melody.
So angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
Because clown.
Stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good.
That's fair.
She's not
It's really
some
not.
untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her.
Yeah! Woo! Let's kill her!
Now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
I thought Slayer!
She was going to end the world last time.
Right.
If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here. And it's why your task is so important.
There is no redeeming this princess. I'm
You
sorry.
Make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh.
The chamber's walls are painted in blood,
Oh.
a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
That loser don't even got skin on her legs anymore. What inferno? You're not seeing... How do you feel about it this time? I will say, I am not doing the waifu alert.
Muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
See, it's exposed. We can stab it.
Know what I'm going to do to you.
Die.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains to loose them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
You like the bones? That's kind of based. It is a sick design. Do you think if we could work at throwing knives, we'd be able to just throw the knife into her chest and kill her?
Then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Ah! I'm also a big fan of skeletons. What do you want this time? Coco, how about this? When I get through this route, when I get back to the long quiet, the reason you browse the dark web to see a picture of a skeleton!
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
This is terrifying.
It's the punishment you all deserve. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
It's not a punishment.
We've done it before, and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
This time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
True, she's mostly dead, you just gotta do it. As long as there's meat on those bones, we haven't finished our mission. However, if this does end in Skeleton Princess, I might not want to kill her. Okay. I'm gonna end you!
And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt each other.
No.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one
Aha.
blow. It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful
Yeah.
blaze of glory. With a horrifying
Victory 7! God.
Unwound.
What the f- Yes, Sparking Coco.
No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that.
She can't. That's our stuff!
She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
Ah, yeah.
We should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive. Even in her defilement, she is merciful.
Fair.
We're not out for the count just yet.
True, we can still fight like this. There's no time for words!
Skin flayed and organs flapping, you charge against the princess.
She's scared! Wait, she's terrified!
That's right. She'll never stop us.
Still, you defy your god. I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before.
Oof.
Never
What you
again.
gonna do? Turn my outsides back into my insides?
What's left of you explodes.
Ah, we're not down yet.
It's over, just like that.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
It ain't over yet.
This is the final note of your discordant melody. You will not return again, because you will live in that
She's
single
tr-
trauma forever.
Oh. Damn, she tethered us from I have no more than I must scream.
No, it's not over. We're a god killer. We've returned from death itself twice.
Yeah!
Didn't you hear her? We're not dead.
Which means we're even more likely to return.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
From many perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive.
Ah, damn.
You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room. Yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in. Incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact,
Come on,
seeing
narrator.
your state is
Then
the only
throw
thing
me
you
a
can
bone.
do. You are preserved. Perfectly. In the amber of her torment.
She can't do that. That's cheating.
More than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
I'm down. Shed this vessel for the next.
I refuse to let you just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die here, the world is doomed.
But you do die. There's a great release as you lose your grip on what's left of your flesh and blood. And yet you are still here!
Your Honor, where the hell are you? Are you already at the princess?
Yo.
This place is different. Rotten. Death all around us. I want to go back.
Yo, new voice. Hunted. Ooh.
So you've returned already, and I remain here. Is this our final destination?
The princess tilts her head to look at you and with a gesture. You are unwound.
Oh.
Already?
Yeah, she's not just
Clearly I
gonna...
left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
Again! Again, you relinquish your body, and again you find yourself here but somewhere else.
She's gorgeous.
God damn it, it's smitten again!
You, guy who describes things, you better start saying what we do this time.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Killing her.
Obviously.
Right. You charge towards the princess and...
There is no spark in you, only matter devoid of life.
Wow, she is...
explode.
Oh!
Again.
Again. And again. You let yourself go and you're living once more.
You're on a path. We are not on a fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
Oh, I like this guy's voice.
We're in the middle of a fight, so act like it.
Act like it!
Okay, you dive towards the princess and we're unwound. Yes, her head swivels down her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with blinding pain.
Yo, we are infinite!
Again.
Again! You have no body. You exist. You are reborn!
You narrate now.
Yes, of course. Pristine blade, princess before she can turn to face you.
Fly because we're a bird.
You might actually do it this time.
Yeah.
Feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
Inside, run out of voices to summon.
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves laid bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance.
And Coco just ripped something in the other room. She left, I heard the tearing sound, and now I gotta go check. It wasn't a tear. She knocked down the big food container, and now she knocked down the food bowl in my room. I'm gonna have to sweep that up after stream. Damn.
Oh, boo. It's just a body.
Welcome back, Cold.
Just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
You are disintegrated. Everything goes down.
But there is no you to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you
Uh-huh.
finally understand? You are nothing.
Ooh.
That feels right.
If we're
Don't.
nothing, then
Then-
why are we still here?
Because we always have been. If
Oh.
we're nothing, then how can we do anything?
Oh.
The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this. End her.
Okay.
You cannot win if you cannot be.
Fair. End this! A force races towards the princess's exposed heart. Threads of texture pulled from an all-encompassing nothing.
How? I've scattered the atoms you clung to and there is nothing there to find. You can't exist.
And yet I do! The threads pierce her heart and cradle her spirit.
It's over.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
Oh, boo-hoo! You're dead now.
She sounds genuine.
Too genuine.
Always do in the end.
Yeah.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
Nuh-uh. She has been killed.
She's gone.
Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's
Yeah.
that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay, just trust me. You've been there before, and you always get
It feels so
scared.
bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Nah.
The mirror. We just need to find the princess.
You don't need to comfort them.
Oh. If it's not the end, whatever's on your side is going to be nice.
If you say so, we'll trust you.
Hey, where'd the voice of the hunted go?
Maybe we'll find her again.
Hunted? The voice of the hunted was here for one line and then dipped.
Whatever makes you happy.
Aw, thanks, Cold. To the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into my reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. It's again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Oh, we are nothing at all! But I have an arm. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You focus your gaze, and you see it. A figure. Faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
You know what I am.
Yo, he's the bird! A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I was supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
Fair. If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Yeah. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design.
Oh.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
I'm gonna ask him about doubting himself.
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once.
Huh?
The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
Yeah. But if you made me, then what am I?
Quiet. The god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh, so I am a god made by a man. I don't want to be a god. I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
So you do know what to do, thing. So many times I met you, your night is even a possibility. Why'd you lie to me?
The version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
Oh man, that...
Except for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
I can tell you that I'm right.
Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Wait, do we need to kill her to get rid of death? Like, I think it was the Spectre chapter where, I think it was the voice of the code that's talking about how death was a construct and not a useful. Can we just get rid of death? I need to know what she actually is.
The mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Okay.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you.
Okay, then.
That every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
That's the understatement of the century. I think you're out of time.
It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away.
Ooh.
You know what you have to do.
Are we going to finally slay the princess? Who is the final fragment of glass shatters? You see yourself with the newfound clarity. The narrator is right. You're the long quiet. A vast and ancient god. It's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. What? That, princess jump scare.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Hey, does this violate TOS? Hey, actually, does this violate terms of service?
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I'm concerned. Do I have to crop out, like, the bottom of the screen? Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm on quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound. A pale imitation of what I actually am.
Okay. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Is it?
The echo spun us from one into two. He gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not dead, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Right. But isn't the princess's nature to... She's not the princess, she's the shifting mound.
You attempted to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning. Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've been finished. Can we actually just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
They would have been full of strife and conflict, as if this entire thing wasn't us strifing and conflicting. Let's suck this through. I still have so many questions, and I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
What?
Is a person? Is it their body?
Oh!
Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with?
That's just the ship of Theseus, and the answer is, I don't know. Do you call it the same thing?
Person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
Okay. Address the vessel statement directly. I am not my body, but perhaps others are theirs.
And yet bodies change and consciousness goes on. The infant's body is not the child's, is not the adult's, but the thread of existence remains strung through it all.
Until they die.
A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is still? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out, and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
Oh. I'm not gonna stop fighting and surrender. Let's address the... I never want to hold the word still. No. But is suffering the only alternative?
There is no suffering but the lies we tell ourselves. The only real suffering would be a world without my mercy. What once was one, then was two, and then was one again. You gave me shelter when you burned mine down, and then you struck another match.
I feel bad about this one, actually.
I pulled you from the ruins, and then we built a life. What once was one, then was one again. The peace didn't last. The worm in your heart came for us.
Yeah.
It took you from me, but you took me with you. And together we both left. What once was one, then was two, and also one again. You and I are bound together. To rid yourself of me would be to leave yourself forever incomplete.
That's false. That's false. That's wrong. Just because we're bound together doesn't mean I can't be whole without you.
Could you bear the risk of seeking that truth? What if you're wrong?
If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. What if you're wrong about being fulfilled when we merge?
Fear is a chain around the neck, a needle in the eye.
The animation is impressive.
It was fear that made our prison, and it was fear that told the lie that our spirits were not free to choose. But together, we left it all behind, and found a world free of burdens. We found the beauty in accepting our days.
The head. It's just the head.
This construct is a machine of fear. It has no place in our divine hearts. Shatter it. Leave with me.
Yeah, okay. Fair. She's not gonna roll ahead, is she? Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. If anything, I think she's a bit far behind. That is more than fair. In reality, just because we can reject it does not mean the world is free of
Their
it.
prisons are their own. And should we not give them the ability to find their freedom? If we can free ourselves, The world can certainly follow suit.
As the clasping abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
There is no center.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
She's being really demeaning, but before, when she was still, you know, not whole, she said that she only sees me as an equal. It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get so above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
She is being a hypocrite right now about her past things, because she's refusing to hear my side, and I'm actively refuting hers. What do you think happens if we leave her?
This
Or
universe
here?
dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
You do everything you can to make us effective. You keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Okay, dramatic reading ruined.
No need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining
That's a long alert.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
My guy's here! Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Oh. You have no idea how good it is to hear you. You hate drama?
Things will
Damn.
mess out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence.
True, she is not humble in the
Still
slightest.
a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Ah,
It's time to resume our dance.
ah.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Ah. We're going back through all of it. Every cabin, every... Oh.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the paradox. This is the stranger's room.
Need me to describe things?
Oh, wait, yeah, because the mushed together version of her didn't show up in the
That'd be
debate.
nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place.
My guy's back!
Oh, you made it here too.
Did he ever
We
leave?
never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
Yeah. I'll nick the description now, if you don't mind. For old time's sake.
But of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still
Yeah.
shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows.
Windows.
You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he?
He really didn't.
He mentioned the windows when we broke them.
True, he
No
did.
mirror this time, either. I think it did whatever it needed to do.
Yeah.
I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Mm. Is it just the three of us? Anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Ah.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
Oh no, we left the contrarian here the whole time! Is the narrator really
Yeah,
gone?
It's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Okay, narrator's
Really
dead.
to show how much you've grown up.
killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
Fair. After everything he put us through, I'm kind of glad to see him go.
He was a lot of fun. Really easy to mess with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Right. Let's take the
That's
blade.
probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us...
Oh, it has the reverse grip.
Right? So, you're not going to suggest we throw it out the window? No, we've been through too much for that. And he's gone, so there's no one left to mess with but ourselves. You've gotten serious.
Yeah.
Besides, what's the third beat? It isn't funny if we toss it out the window twice.
Ah.
That's the guy I know.
Fair. But we can do it. Let's do it.
You actually did it. I know I just told you not to, but I'm proud that you did it anyways.
Wait.
Finally left Finesse.
Oh no, it stabbed someone!
It's gone, isn't it? Blade tossed, glass shattered. I guess we'll have to make do without it. There's your third beat.
Yeah.
Hey! You're right. Good work. That was really funny.
Yeah. Enter the basement.
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Wasn't it completely neutral?
Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time.
Whoa! Multiple
What you
voices.
want from us. But let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together.
Yeah. Let's go downstairs.
And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Really shouldn't.
That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart.
Oh, she's cleaned up and all together.
That wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script.
What, by just not taking the knife?
Are we missing a page?
Are we? Sit with them. Ah, she's adorable! I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you at least. I'm sorry for what I did to you.
That's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. A conversation with us then probably wouldn't have been very insightful.
Why is her face a little bit? Okay, do you remember the... Oh, wait, you probably didn't see the first route that we did where we were torn across multiple realities and then put back together. And then she was torn across multiple realities and she was smushed together in a weird flesh cube that was basically how she is now, but all melty. This is a massive, like, upgrade in recovery. But also, she is adorable.
That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
I think she's adorable.
For all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
It's so good to finally see you again.
It is, for all of us. We've seen so many threads of stories told between us, but this moment is unexpected. Even when we've seen it all, you still managed to surprise us.
I don't think I want to be a god.
I'd agree. Seems overrated. Too much pressure.
Yeah.
But that's what you've always been, even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are, and neither can we.
Maybe we can split from it, though.
So, you might as well embrace it.
Are you the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world.
Oh.
But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it?
It is. It's the voice.
Yeah. We really are the same.
Yeah. What do you think of her? What she'd want us to be?
We don't know. We've seen through so many eyes, but all of them have been hers.
We like you as you are. We like us as we are. Maybe we would have liked her version of us too, turning the wheel of a cosmic cycle together. But that's not the choice you made, even though she did everything in her power to convince you.
Right.
It took courage for you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk. We find that courage beautiful.
But that's the worst part of us. That's me she's talking about.
Oh, no, Contrarian, you're not the worst part. Oh, poor little guy.
I think that's the point. There is no worst part of us.
Yeah. Which princess are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
It's so tempting to speak as she would, to simply state that we're all of them, but there were also something new. We don't know if you'll find that answer satisfying.
Right.
Perhaps you'd rather hear that we're the first version of her that you've met, but that we've been shaped by the experiences of all of the others.
That makes sense. That... Yeah.
Yes. That feels right to us.
Aww.
It's her. It wouldn't make sense if she was anyone else.
Yeah. So, now I heard the end at the end of everything. Fine, tell me your name.
We're just a stranger. But that doesn't mean we have to be distant from you. It just means that we'll always be able to find new things to discover in each other.
Oh, like the chapter name.
That's sweet,
Stranger.
but it's also a little sad.
Aw.
I think it's only sad if we want it to be sad.
Yeah. No, this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
Is it unfair if it's our fault?
Was it not? We found you at the end of all things, and you found us. Is that not fair? Would this moment be what it is without the pain that built to it?
Huh. She's right.
We know we must sound like her, but it's how we feel. Everything that happened to us seems so important now. We walked a long and winding path together, and we've cherished every second of it.
Besides, I don't think fairness has much to do with anything.
Yeah. What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the
It's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want?
Take their hand. Oh! Not knowing is exactly why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want this.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Aw.
Yeah, I think we've done our job.
Aw. Bye, guys. Yes,
We're not
can we
alone.
clear them?
We have each other. And
Oh.
I'm sure we'll find others.
Leave with the princess. Hands clasped together, and the princess leave the basin behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend. A comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. We can see the stars. There's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel their hand tremble in yours. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this, yet they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside, running excitedly with them.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
I love you.
And we love you too.
Welcome back, Levo. You came right in time for the end. Read by Tony Howardarius and Abby Howard. Huh. Wait, all of the princesses and the voices were voiced by the same guy? Holy... Oh, same guy and same woman. Still, holy cow. Oh, Pristine Cut had new people working with them. That's neat. Voice changes and good voice actors can do... Fair. I'm pretty sure it's more on the good voice actors thing than voice changers, though. Because if there was a voice changer, there would be some sign that it was. Very clearly, it was just these two people with, albeit there were some effects. The only effects I can think of were, like, during the tower when they had the echo. Yeah. Yeah, there were definitely the effects with the echo, but that only really applied to, like, the tower, shifting mound, and then final thing. I'm gonna screenshot that real quick. Oh. Oh, it's the links to other websites, isn't it? I'm already part of the Discord. Mailing list. Okay, yeah. I'll do that. Alright, let's see the memories. You're always worth of a contrarian, were you? Oh. Oh, that was variance purely because the stranger. Oh, there's a whole bunch of variants. Holy cow. We've got to do this again. Okay, I'm gonna end stream for today. The good news is, I'm doing a stream tomorrow. That's solid. Tune in now because you want to watch more. Alright then. Perfect timing. That's fair. Huh? Honestly, I just want to do this on Halloween. Because I'm canceling my other plans because of Halloween. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully I'll at least see you Friday. That would good to... That would... Yeah. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween.